everyone, welcome to Turnbull's, coming to you live as ever on Facebook from the Turnbull's Northumbrian food hall right here in the heart of Northumberland in Alnwick. I hope you're all keeping well, hope you had a fantastic Easter. A bit of a change in the temperature the last couple of days, but I think it was alright over the weekend, wasn't it? I'm joined as ever today by the one and only producer Matt. Matt, hello, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Mark, thank you. You alright?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, did you have a nice Easter?
I did, actually.
Did you get up to much?
Didn't get up to
Rule of
much.
six,
Just,
did it have any effect on your social
no, it
life?
hasn't.
Did you meet up with friends? Or?
Not at the moment. Keeping things safe, keeping things secure, so all good in
That's
the
what
hood.
we like to hear. Everybody, if you're watching at home, feel free to drop some comments in. Let us know if you're watching. We'll give you a shout out. Producer Matt is watching the comments. He'll stick you on the screen if you're watching. And as I say, if you've got any questions, we'd like to hear it. Coming up on today's video, we're going to be looking at some new beers that we've got here at Turnbull. So we've got some fantastic beers to review. We're going to try our sausage of the month. And I'm joined by a special guest today. We're going to have a bit of an interview with Turnbull's master butcher, our butchery manager, Peter McEwen. Hello, Peter. How are you today?
Grand Mark, how's everybody?
Oh, good, good. Pete, great to have you here. I hear you're very excited about doing the video today.
As always. I love it when I get the phone call.
Yes. We're also going to be looking at a fantastic turkey breast joint that we've got here. We're going to be talking about that a little bit. And hopefully we're going to be sampling some beer as well. Producer Matt, have we got anyone watching and no comments yet? Nothing? Matt is shaking his head there. So Peter, I believe that you're partial to these beers that we sell. This is from the Full Circle Brew Company. I don't know whether you've tried any of these yet or not. This one is called Callisto. It's 8.3. Producer Matt, tell us a little bit about it's a double IPA, I believe. I'm getting better. This one is 8.3. You haven't tried this yet, have you?
I haven't had the pleasure of trying that, Mark, but no, you've got a double IPA coming in at 8.3%. It's quite strong in alcoholic volume, which is basically, it's your typical IPA, but double, hence the double percentage, and also double the flavour.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a couple of cups. We need to sample this.
I'll get you some cups, Mark.
Get some cups. Myself and Master Pete will sample.
Or just bring more cans.
Yes, I hope you all had a fantastic Easter. We had some tremendous lamb sales here at Turnbull's. It was definitely as ever, the choice of everybody at home going for lamb. I know Peter's off camera at the minute. You can't see him. Peter, tell us a little bit about how hard the preparation was for Easter this year.
Well, Easter, believe it or not, I prefer doing Christmas to Easter.
You said that a few times, didn't you?
Yeah, it's quite hard because obviously we're on short days, we're bank holidays, and working out what everybody wants, and so you're just sort of guessing how many lambs you need. So in total, I think we went through 20 lambs. So
traditionally, now I haven't researched this, but traditionally lamb is eaten at Easter. I'm guessing it's something to do. I know back in the day, people were looking for the spring lamb.
Yeah.
Normally Easter's just a little bit too early for spring lamb, and I'm guessing it's something to do with new lambs, and I don't know where the tradition. I meant to Google
It's
it.
time for sausage.
Get our very own Stato, Butcher Dan here at Turnbull. Butcher Dan could tell us the answer to that question. We'll have to get him to find out. But traditionally, people have always eaten lamb. We didn't go spring lamb. Hogs are sort of generally about a lamb that's a year old. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, about a year old.
And personally, I always think you get a good flavour off a hog. I know it's a little bit stronger in flavour. Spring lamb tends to be not. I don't know. For myself personally, it just lacks a little bit of flavour when it first comes on. So we're still selling hogs. Peter, tell us a little bit about when we go into spring lamb.
I think we're probably going on to spring lamb about the June time. We're mainly waiting for enough spring lamb so we're not bouncing between hogs and spring lambs. So once we start on spring, we'll run with spring lamb all the way through. So hopefully it should be around June time. I think we normally go on to spring lamb.
And all the lambs bought out of Acklet and Mart for Easter, weren't they? Yeah, we had.
Yeah.
I know we had some from from Cramond Hill, which is actually up near the borders, but still in Northumberland. And this week, I believe you were telling us earlier on, Peter, you've got some off Ross Wilson from Ingram Valley, is that correct?
Yeah, there's 5 lambs coming from Ingram off Ross, and we've got a deer hanging off Ross, and we've also got an Aberdeen Angus hanging off Ross as well. So
excellent.
That's all going to come in the next month or so.
Great local produce. And I believe, I know we had 17 lambs out of Ackleton last week, is that correct?
Yeah, 17.
And I think you had a few hanging from the week before, is that correct? So you must have done about 20 lambs plus for Easter?
Yeah, we had 20 lambs, and that also had some legs hanging as well from the previous week. So actually probably 50 legs of lamb we went through in total.
Yeah.
And then maybe 20.
I think we could have probably sold 100 if we'd had them, couldn't we? I think it was everybody was after legs, but unfortunately you only get 2 legs to a lamb, don't you? It's,
and we only get 24 hours in a day.
And 24 hours in a day. I know you had a busy one last week, didn't you? You never stopped. Excellent. No, well done to Peter, and he does get a little bit of a help around at our butchery prep unit of our very skilled apprentice, young Rob, who might be watching. Rob, hope you're behaving. I haven't seen you for a while. Now then, Peter, whilst you're here, I know that you've produced Sausage of the Month. Now, we're going to do Sausage of the Month. Well, give us a little intro for Sausage of the Month, producer Matt.
It's time for Sausage of the Month. Master Pete, tell us about your sausage.
There we go. Master Pete, you've got your own jingle. How about that? Sausage of the Month. You'll love it. Now, this month's Sausage of the Month, tell us a little bit about it, Peter.
Well, with it being spring, what we decided to do was basically we'll go with a lamb sausage, and with everything starting to grow in the garden and things like that, we thought, right, we'll go with pea, mint, and a bit of leek is in there as well. So we just went for a herbie, so we went for a nice bright pork with green running through it, a nice bright green, make it nice and vibrant for the spring.
Well, it's absolutely delicious. The flavour, I'll let you try a bit of that as well. The flavour on the sausage is delicious. If you haven't tried it, it's on sale all through April here at Turnbull's. Make sure you pick some up. Peter, you've done a fantastic job on that. I can't believe how tasty that is. Excellent, really good. Now then, I believe producer Matt has managed to get us some cups. So we're going to try the Callisto. I noticed there's 3 cups turned up. He's not going to miss out, is he? Producer Matt's obviously wanting in on the act as well. No such thing as a good glass to drink it out of.
Those are from our friends at the Canny Gadgies, our fantastic fudge supplier.
The Canny Gadgie. He's a good lad.
Thanks for the mugs.
There we go. So we're going to try this. As I say, tell us a little bit about the Full Circle brewery, producer Matt.
So Full Circle, a relatively new brewery based in the Holt's Yard up in Newcastle upon Tyne. Great setup there. We use their beer in a lot of our products here at Turnbull's. So the steak and ale truffles, the beef en croûtes, all use Full Circle brewery beer. And we also sell a variety of cans in the food hall as well.
Oh, that's rather good. That is rather good.
Nice hazy colour there. Hazy beer is good beer.
I was going to take that one.
Now I've got to say, I'm starting to feel a little bit old. You're getting a little bit long in the tooth and a bit old-fashioned. But that is priced at £6.50 for a can of beer. Now to me that sounds expensive. Producer Matt and Master Pete, I know you're both into your ales. Master Pete's just
Pete sums it up quite well actually. When Pete says, if you enjoy it, you'll pay the price for it. When you said that to me a couple
if
of
you
weeks
enjoy
ago.
it, it's not expensive.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those where you think, it's £6.50 a can, but I actually sit there and enjoy it and just have one can a night with my dinner, and I'm thinking, that's lovely, that.
At 8.3%, you don't want to be having much more than one can.
Yeah, I mean that gives it its high price point. Is it is higher alcohol percentage
really
level,
good
which
quality.
is higher tax and it's higher cost to produce.
These are all limited editions that Full Circle Brewery produce. So when they're gone, they're gone. They don't sort of.
Yeah, we've only got a few cases of each, and we're very lucky to get a hold of these beers because a lot of them go to specialist beer shops around the country. So at Turnbull's, to have these beers here is actually quite an achievement that we're selling them. So.
Yeah, very good, and they go great with that sausage as well. Very, very nice.
Had a few comments on.
Oh, come on then.
Amy says, hello from the TC.
Hello, Amy.
We've also had a comment from Iris, who said the Easter egg cheesecake from last week was amazing.
I got to sample it, Iris. I couldn't agree more with you.
And Butcher Alex is on, asking if he can have a beer as well.
Butcher Alex, you're working. Get back to work. You shouldn't be watching us on this video.
We'll tell him what your other two cards taste like as well.
And that's all we've got on for now.
Excellent. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. We do appreciate all your support here at Turnbull's. Now, as I said, we've got special guests today. Our master butcher and butchery manager, Peter McEwen. Peter, whilst we've got you here, we thought we'd do a little bit of an interview just so everybody at home who joins us every week can learn a little bit more about you. Tell us, how did you perish the thought? I'm sure there'll be a few humorous comments getting dropped in that box as I speak. How did you get involved in butchery?
Well, it's dating back when I was at school. I basically went for work experience at Alan's Butchers, so it just started there when I was like 15, and then I went in as a Saturday lad, and then I got the chance to do my apprenticeship, and then obviously done my apprenticeship, then I went on to different places, and unfortunately for you, you've ended up with us. Can't get rid of us.
And as a job, as an industry, tell us your thoughts on it's a hard industry to be in. It's a hard job, but I think we all get something out of it, don't we?
Yeah, I think if you've got an enthusiasm for food and you enjoy it and you don't mind working hard, it's a great job. But one thing I've learned through possibly lockdown especially, everybody needs cared and everybody needs to eat. So, you know, I've never been unemployed in all my years of being a butcher, so, it's a great job to be in, and you've got stability. So I cannot really speak highly enough of it. And you can be, you're enthusiastic about and create things as well as you're going.
Yeah, there's a definite creative side to the job. It's a different job to what it was all those years ago. Few quick fire questions for you, Master Pete. Here we go. What's your favourite meal?
This is, I can't believe I'm going to tell you this. Absolutely.
Anything that hasn't got onions in it.
Anything that hasn't got onions. Do you know what? Random, right? I absolutely love pork chops, right? With the crackling taken off and the bone taken out, right? And then a tin of beans put over the top of it in the frying pan.
Well, there you go.
That's when the wife's out. That's what I cook myself.
Next quick fire question. What's your go-to takeaway?
Indians. Madras. Hot? Do you like a hot curry or spicy? I like a hot one.
That's what we like to hear. Excellent. Favourite steak?
Short-horn sirloin.
Short-horn sirloin. Very good. Excellent choice.
Off the rib end.
Off the rib end, so a bit of fat, bit of marbling in there. Lots of flavour. Excellent. That would be sirloin would be my go-to, I have to say, on the steak. Favourite film?
Favourite what, sorry?
Film. Nothing to do with meat, this, Peter. Nothing to do with meat. We want an insight into the real person behind Master Pete. Oh, we've got him speechless. I've
That's a first.
Braveheart. Come on now. I know the answer to this question. Favourite football team? Celtic. He's a Scottish man through and through. Rugby, are you a Scottish fan?
Yeah.
Causes a bit of trouble every now and again here at Turnbull's. Bit of disagreement on the rugby front, and football when there's international football on.
Will be this European Championships.
Peter has
England,
a bit of
Scotland.
England, Scotland. Yeah, Peter has a bit of Scottish blood in him. Excellent. That's nice to hear, Peter. Now I've got a question here. You have to be a little bit careful when answering this one because we are live on Facebook. Most amusing prank that was ever played on you as an apprentice? Or was nobody quick enough to get you?
No, I was normally doing them.
That's my next question.
I can't think of an apprentice where I was someone got us, really, to be honest.
We used to get regular visits from chefs from the White Swan asking for chicken lips. I do remember that, and they used to get them every time with that. Favourite prank you've played on an apprentice?
There's a few I can't say. Rob's had a few done. The man's 6'7" and he takes them well. He should have killed us by now, but never mind. I'm trying to say what I can say and what I can't. Probably, I had an apprentice in once, and I had him sharpening the cheese wire with a butcher steel.
How long did you keep it going for?
Until it was sharp.
Oh dear, it's a cruel industry at times, isn't it? Yeah, excellent. Most memorable, last question, Peter. Most memorable highlight of your butchery career?
Oh, it's a good one. Actually, it's quite simple. Probably when Rob was crowned Butchery Apprentice of the Year. So he's my apprentice, so I think I was quite proud of that achievement.
Definitely his mentor behind that. You were you and Butcher Dan definitely mentored him through that, didn't you? And you took personal pride in that. And sadly, we never got to pick up the award with Rob, did we? Because we went into lockdown. I think 2 days before he was due to pick his award up last year. But well done, Rob, and well done, Peter, for mentoring Rob through that. Peter, Butcher Soren has asked us to mention he's done some of these delicious turkey breast crown roasts. Can we get zoomed in on that, producer Matt? So this is I think it's a 1 kilogram turkey joint. It's been done on a bed of root vegetables chopped up. To cook it, just cover it in foil, pop it in the oven at 195 degrees. That will take about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. Take the foil off for the last 10 minutes or so, and you've got a delicious turkey roast sliced. Your veggies are all in there. You can do a bit of additional veg. Have you tried this dish, Peter?
Yes, I have actually. I had to think about that. Yeah, yes, it's fantastic. It's beautiful and it's nice and easy, just done in the oven, just as you've explained.
Yeah.
And,
there's a little bit of seasoned oil on the outside of it, keeps it moist while it's cooking. So Butcher Soren's done a number of these dishes up. If you're in the Turnbull's Northumbrian food hall over the weekend, you'll see these. Make sure you pick one up. Fantastic value, just under 15 quid. That will comfortably feed 4 to 6 people. As I say, just do some additional veg, but there's a little bit of veg in there already. Producer Matt, have we got any more questions or comments? Or
we do, yeah. I've been putting the comments on the screen as you've been talking there. We've got Marianne Kent says hello.
Hello.
Chris Bunting, one of our regular viewers, and also Vanessa Moss is also watching.
Hello. Thanks, these guys join in every week. We can't wait to see Vanessa.
Vanessa says it's very chilly in Chester Lee Street.
It's quite chilly here as well.
Brian Hunt just said it's Arctic in Vanessa.
Hello, Brian. How are you doing?
Brian, our weatherman.
Excellent. Thanks to you all for joining. I think that's all we've got for you this week.
One more. We've had a question, gents. From Ian Waters. Ian's asking, do we have any lawn sausage?
Now then, that's a very good question. We've been waiting on a special ingredient that forms the seasoning for the lawn sausage, and I can tell you that it has arrived this morning. Now I'm going to turn around and do you think we should ask Butcher Dan? Butcher Dan, when will we be getting lawn sausage? It'll be ready. There you go. How about that? Live Ian on Facebook. Butcher Dan's just told us the lawn sausage will be ready tomorrow. Was that Ian, was it? Who was asking the question? Ian, tomorrow afternoon apparently we're going to have a beef lawn sausage here at Turnbull's. If you haven't tried it, it's a Scottish thing. That'll put a smile on Peter's face. Peter, are you a lawn sausage fan?
Yes, love it. It's tremendous.
It's a beef one. We don't sell a lot of beef sausage, do we? Funnily enough, but we do the beef lawn.
Yeah, we don't do enough beef sausage, to be honest. I don't know.
Is it more of a Scottish thing? I don't know. Obviously, I'm friendly with a few butchers up in Scotland. They seem to do more beef sausage than what we do south of the border. I don't know whether it's a Scottish thing.
I just think, well, it used to always be just beef and pork when I first started. And then, like, all these different flavours have come out, which is just flying now. So the beef just took a bit of a backward step. But
Yeah.
the beef sausage, we don't sell much, but we can't keep up with burgers.
There we go.
Burgers, so
There we go. So yes, Ian, we will have loan sausage tomorrow afternoon. We've got more white pudding coming out. We've got cherry and whiskey black pudding. We've got some fantastic, there's Northumbrian haggis in slices. It makes a fantastic breakfast. You can fry it, grill it, just pop it in the oven, serve it with your breakfast. A delicious cooked breakfast this weekend. I can't think of anything nicer. Listen, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in and watching today. I hope you've enjoyed hearing Master Pete. Pete, thank you very much for coming along. It's been great having you on. Everybody stay safe. Have a tremendous weekend, and we look forward to seeing you in store very soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
cheers.